I may not be the best person to speak on the subject, but listening to issues raised by women champions who are working in sanitation across the country, listening to uh, experts of gender and their perspectives, I'd like to share a few things on the subject of gender issues in sanitation. We all know that lack of sanitation affects women more than men. It affects their health more. It causes them physical inconvenience, having had to go out at odd hours. It exposes them to risks of molestation and those things. But what we also have to keep in mind is sanitation solely a women's issue, or is it everybody's issue? If we are wanting to make Bharat Swachh or our village Swachh, we are doing it primarily because we do not want our children to die of diarrheal diseases. If that be the case, it will not be okay that men who have toilets at home find it acceptable to go out. They'll say that I'm going out to my field and I'll also relieve myself there. The toilet is more for a woman. This has to change. If we are looking at health benefits out of sanitation, both men and women, children, elderly, everybody has to use a toilet. So sanitation is an everybody's issue. It's not only a women's issue. Similarly, once a toilet is constructed, somebody needs to clean it. Somebody needs to maintain it. Should it only remain a woman's responsibility to clean a toilet? Or should her son, her husband, her daughter begin to look upon cleaning of toilet as a collective responsibility to be shared? Will we ever stop looking at cleaning of toilets as an unclean thing to be done only by women? Or would we all accept that toilet being part of our home, we all have equal responsibility to clean it, maintain it? What is the role that women are playing in sanitation? What is the role further that they should play? Today women are in the forefront when it comes to the creation of momentum, when it comes to behavior change, when it comes to awareness drives. They are very effective in it and they are being applauded for it. What's more important and heartening to know is that women are also coming forward in planning to make their villages open defecation free, in actual construction of toilets, whether as self-help groups or as masons, that's providing them financial stability as well, or in monitoring the whole process as being members of the Nigrani committee, or thereafter by continuing to monitor it, sustaining the whole effort. What we need to keep in mind is that the role of women is not restricted to only software activities of awareness generation, but they are equal partners in the actual process of planning, construction, monitoring and sustainability. We also need to see that the kind of messaging that's given in Swachh Bharat is gender neutral. We talk about dignity of women, which has worked well also in some parts of the country. But since toilets are primarily for health reason, can we do something which some districts are now taking up, that a toilet is for dignity of the whole family and not just for dignity of women? Those messaging will help to not at least strengthen the gender stereotypes and will be useful in the long run. Finally, we have to be sensitive about the specific needs. For example, when it comes to menstrual hygiene management, Swachh Bharat is and must continue to play an important role. Are our toilets spacious, clean? Do they have places where women can uh, use for keeping the pads while changing? Do they have dustbins where these can be collected? Are we using funds for also building up incinerators? Uh, is the issue being talked about in the self-help group meetings, where the role of hygiene and impact of this whole thing on hygiene is being talked about? Are we engaging as part of Swachh Bharat Mission, information, education, awareness, trying to break the taboos and superstitions that are not too healthy for women, not hygienic, around the whole thing of menstrual hygiene? Are we breaking those taboos? Like the women of Mandi, when they got involved in Swachhata, they began to question that why during those few days of our menses we have to stay up in outside our houses, and that's not hygienic. So those questions are also arising, and Swachh Bharat uh, goes beyond construction of toilets. It also hits at improving various societal issues.